Hey everyone, I'm back. Sorry I was gone last week. I had a lot going on apartment hunting, but we're gonna play some more Legends this week. So we're gonna start off with Empire Oathman's Aggro Empire. This is an archetype that got a little bit of attention early on when Alliance War was first released as a token archetype. Lots of ways to create tokens in Spellsword, and Monk is actually a surprisingly good token deck as well. So jam the two together, put a bunch of buffs in it, get Clivia Tharn running, and it should be pretty good, right? Well, yeah, it is, but it didn't really get a lot of steam. Instead, Empire Oathman brought this deck, which is a little bit more of a Spellsword aggro with some green draw and utility put in behind it. It has some of the things you would expect it to have, like Young Mammoth is just a big chunky boy, Black Dragon, really nice aggressive card. Pithlegion Trainer goes in every aggressive yellow deck ever, same with Mournhold Trader in aggressive green decks. But then it also has some of the nice things that green offers you for utility, such as Giant Snake offering some Shackle, Deepwood Trapper, a little bit of Guard, which, you know, you can have in Spellsword no problem, but it's low costed, so it can protect your threats really cheaply, and it can protect your threats for a long time by shackling things when you damage it. And then it has a good amount of combat tricks, which are just so much fun for me. It has the Shining Saints, Skinhounds, and things like Haunting Spirit, Penance Oculatus Agent, Cloud Arrest Illusionist. There's a lot of ways to keep board control in this deck, and it's a lot of fun. So I'm going to give this a couple games out on the ladder, and we'll see how it goes. So yeah, stick around. So this is actually my second game. First game went really well, until I realized that I forgot to hit record. So that was a bummer. That's alright though. Yeah, this hand's great. Because it has Mournhold Trader, and any Mournhold Trader opening hand is probably pretty good. Especially when you have the ring. Airhawk, not sure, is going to be on the Guildsworn. Guildsworn, in my opinion, one of the best decks to ladder with because it has so many archetypes that are, on ladder at least, equally good that it's really hard to tell what you're up against. So I think Guildsworn is very, very good on ladder, one you should definitely consider running if you're interested in climbing. Golden Initiate, I feel like the Rapid Shot means he's a control deck, so we are not particularly concerned with holding on to health. So we can probably drop that just fine. Shadow Shift and push damage and draw, which we're very interested in. So we're going to keep that one. And Haunting Spirit, really, really nice long-term value in an aggro deck. Skaven's a solid card for him. It lines up really well. Let's see if we can get something off the Surin Pawnbroker to help out. Ooh. That's a bummer. Sorry, friend. You got high rolled. Well, actually, so sort of, but a lot of cards at 0 cost could help there. He had the second Skaven. Okay. That's totally fair. We have a couple ways we could deal with this. I kind of like attacking with both and then rigging out the Gatekeeper. The other option is we could just go face with both and Haunting Spirit and Trader Shadow. Given that he's had 2 Skavens and a Rapid Shot, it looks like he's playing Control, which means I want to go as fast as I can. So I will just develop into Shadow. Do I Shadow Shift? I think I do. Should have done that first then. I like the Shadow Shift there because it means we can take field lane control back with the Gatekeeper. Okay. Casting to time's totally fine.
Didn't see this coming, eh?
Options. I think we just jammed down Clivia Tharn. Go for some token value. If he uses something like a Lightning Bolt to take care of it, then that's not the biggest deal. It means he's not using resources on the Mournhold Trader. But she probably has an answer for it at this point anyway. Yep, there is a bolt. Okay, he didn't have a way to answer the Mournhold Trader, which is super nice. So this is an interesting turn. If we triple 2 in field, we have lethal, and can also use the Skinned Hound to get the Mournhold Trader out of range of an easy trade. We don't want to gain health right now because we want to be as close to possible to him destroying runes whenever he does eventually go aggro, but that's not really much of a concern right now. It's just a really minor long-term optimization that isn't gonna matter. Okay, that's fine so far. Ooh, execute kind of sucks. Attack with this first.
Speak, citizen.
So we're actually going to Gatekeeper. No, Gatekeeper field is fine. Because then, if after the trade into this, they can't guard. So if we played it in Shadow, they could still trade into it, which meant that we would have to get through the Mournhold Guardian that comes out of it, which would be kind of a pain.
I'll get this yet.
Javelin sucks. And Brigand doesn't really matter. So we just play our stuff in Shadow, hope to try and push the damage next turn. Very likely that he has a way to answer at least one of them. We're hoping that at least one threat gets through. Because at this point we're in reach territory, and our reach is pretty much just going to be Cliff Racers and Divine Fervor. Aw, crap. Ooh, well, there we go. Shadow Shift does it. Get that into the field lane and knock him down. Right on. It was a pretty good game. Showed that we can get really good tempo going early. We have enough combat tricks to close the game out more often than not. It worked really well. So yeah, we kind of just got tempo early and kept it for most of the game. He had some good answers, but not quite enough to really answer everything we put down, which is kind of what a tempo deck wants to do, right? You want to put out more threats than they can do something about and use those threats really, really effectively. And that's exactly what we accomplished. So gonna happen to win the game when you can execute your game plan really well like that. Super fun deck, super strong. I think it's definitely underrepresented right now on the ladder. I think that Aggro Empire is definitely a legend-worthy deck. Maybe not top of the meta tier strong, but definitely strong enough to get good results if you want to put the work into it. Empire Oathman managed to get to top 8 in the Master Series Qualifier number 4 with it last weekend, if that gives you any indication of the fact that it can be a powerful deck. So definitely give it a shot. Deck list will be in the description. We'll be coming back with more of these decks from last weekend and maybe a couple other things this week. So definitely like and subscribe. Keep an eye on the channel. And until then, I will see you all next time.